Amy, how's it going?
Pretty good, how are you?
Not too bad. It's been a while since we've done this.
It's been a little while, times have changed, the world's in a little bit of a panic at the moment.
Yeah.
And you do.
Yeah. That's okay because we can do stuff like this to bring people together, right?
Absolutely. You can't sit side by side, but we can sit through a screen.
What's going on right now in your neck of the woods in Calgary? What are some challenges that people are going through?
It's pretty tough. Last week, salons are now officially required to close. So there were some salons that were still open and trying to assist their customers on a limited fashion. So they had limited their hours and they were spacing customers out so people weren't able to still social distance. And unfortunately, that is not possible anymore. All salons now have to be closed, including home salons.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit of extra stress because people are out of work.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's tough.
It is tough.
That, people who don't qualify for EI are able to get that subsidy program so that they are still getting something to help during this really tough time.
That's right. And there's a subsidy program that's coming out. And for those watching, check out the link below. We'll make sure we put it there for you to take a look at. Hopefully that can help some of you out there. So what are some things that we can do? What are some things that you suggest stylists should be doing right now?
There's a lot of content that was already online, and a lot of companies are adding a lot more content online to help keep stylists from feeling so detached from our industry. This industry is a very obviously people-related industry, but not only from stylist to client, but from stylist to stylist. We really depend on our associates and co-workers to help keep us inspired, to help keep us happy and laughing, and just kind of to help us get through the day. And that's what we're really missing, is that social aspect.
Right.
So viewing into live videos, catching classes that are available online is a great way to feel like they're still connected to those people.
It's unfortunate what's going on, but it's also created a situation where it's creating this online community. And I think a lot of benefits are coming out of it. So hence what we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
People are really, the good is coming out in a lot of people, and that community experience is really coming out because you can still screen time. Thankfully, if this had happened 20 years ago, we would all be on our homes.
Yeah.
But because of technology, we're able to still be as connected as possible. But something I really wanted to talk about today, what is a client consultation? It's something I come into a lot of times when I'm out teaching classes in salons. People always ask me, how would you talk to a customer about this process? How would you go through this? What are the steps that you take? And often what I do is I take stylists through the basics, which is all on this sheet here that will be available to anybody who wants a copy of it. And this is something I know that we learned back when I was in school many, many years ago, and I'm finding a lot of new stylists are not going through this, and they haven't learned the skills of how to create a proper consultation, as well as a stylist, often we just kind of get into a habit of thinking that we know what our customers want and just going through that. We're like, oh, Jane's coming in, Jane gets 6-0 on her repros, and I tone her with whatever it is, and off we go. And we're forgetting to give Jane the opportunity to ask what she needs. What I have on this sheet here is just some basic information. So at the top is the customer's name, address, email, and then contact information, as well as a date for their appointments. And then 11 questions that are really, really important when dealing with the integrity and the structure, as well as the condition of the hair.
Okay.
So one of the first questions is, what type of work do you do? And that might seem kind of open-ended, but the reason I ask it is people do all different kinds of jobs, especially as we're realizing right now, people work outside, which means their hair might be drier from wind damage. They might be having their hair where it has to be in a net all the time. It could be in a high grease situation, which means maybe they're using tougher shampoos and conditioners on it to try and cleanse it. So it's a good start to know what we're working with for kind of a base condition on that hair. The next question is, are you pregnant or are you planning on getting pregnant? That question can seem kind of private. It may not necessarily be our business, what's going on in the private lives of our customers. But the reason why it's important is people who are planning to get pregnant, or especially in the early stages of pregnancy, one, are taking extra vitamins and minerals. So their body's getting a double or triple dose of vitamins and minerals compared to what they would normally get. And if they are pregnant, they have an excessive amount of hormones going through their body. Most people and most stylists are aware that pregnancy affects the hair, but most stylists that I talk to don't know why it affects the hair. And the reason why is all of those hormones go into the hair shaft and cause the interior of the hair to swell. So, two main things that can happen from that. One, there's no room for my color molecule to fit inside that hair. It's full. It can't fit. Two, the swelling of that hair shaft means it's much more fragile. So if you think of like a blister on your arm, like a water blister, you know, you can kind of push on it and the water moves in and out, but if you poke it, all the water comes in and out.
Yeah.
So same idea, that cuticle is sitting really tight on the hair to hold all of that extra minerals and vitamins tucked inside. And when I poke it open with a lightener or a color, all of that comes spilling out, and the integrity of the inside of the hair isn't in very good shape afterwards. The next question on the list is if they participate in any athletic activities. So this one, again, is you've got people who are runners or swimmers, which means they're either sweating a lot or using a clarifying shampoo in their hair, so their hair can be a lot drier than what it would normal state would be in. And then people who are doing heavy weights or like competitions for body modifications or anything like that, they're again taking the higher doses of vitamins, which means their hair can be a little bit more fragile on the interior than it feels on the outside. So that's why that one's really important. And what the next question goes with that is, are you taking any medications, prescriptions, or over-the-counter vitamins? People, again, with all of that questions, knowing what goes in your hair, everything that we consume and goes into our bloodstream goes into our hair. So you could slice through that hair and see when you started taking an iron supplement, when you were iron deficient. Sometimes just explaining why you're asking these questions to your customers so that they don't feel like you're prying into their private life, but letting them know, I need to know if you're taking these things because it's really going to reflect on what type of service I can provide for you today and what type of lightener or color I'm going to apply to try and create that desired color for you. A question that a lot of people are going to be answering yes to right now is, are you under excessive stress? Most of us are thinking, yeah, we are. We're under a lot of stress.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. People are working at home. Parents, we're trying to homeschool our children. I'm not a teacher. It's not easy. I have a child who has some special needs. She doesn't have her EA to help her right now, which means it's all on me to try and help her, get these grades. And it's not easy. The stress is there. And stress does kind of a really funny thing to our hair. Yeah. Stress causes the cuticle layer of our hair to clamp down super tight. So it binds in really, really, really tight. It makes it extremely difficult for us to open it. And when we do open it, it pops open and it's kind of flayed and fried and does not want to sit back down again, which means it's much more difficult to deal with. And if we know that that's the condition of the hair, say we're trying to lighten it, maybe we shouldn't be using a traditional lightener. Maybe we have to look at other alternatives. And lots of companies have other options besides traditional powder lighteners to create that lift. So that's a really, really important question, especially on the first visit when we're going to see our customers over the next little while. Again, goes with this. Have you colored your own hair? Hopefully people are going to be honest for the ones that have and say, yeah, they did. And then again, asking, what color did you use? A lot of store-bought colors use a high amount of mineral pigments that can cause a chemical reaction with our colors. Now, again, the bonus with the technology that we have is on our phones. We can pop in that box color and say what minerals or what process does this color use, and then know what we're going to have in that hair. And ask them, how often did they do it? Did they do it once? Do we have just this area that we have to focus on with that box color? Did they pull it through their hair so that they'd spread it everywhere? Have we forgotten? Maybe they had blonde highlights underneath that and they put a box color on everything. So you need to know there's compromise here underneath. We're definitely going to be dealing with more box dye color corrections than we normally would. because people are under a lot of stress right now. Just kind of a follow-up one that goes with that is what type of products are they using in their hair? So especially again during this stressful time, what type of shampoo, conditioner, mask, and styling products are they using in their hair? Are they using their professional brands? Have they run out and had to go to the store? A lot of distributors are still open for online shopping or for delivery, so I hope people are aware that they can still get all of their products just a little bit differently than they could before, as well as a lot of salons. So if you are short on product, please reach out to your salons and to your stylists. They have product and they are more than happy to get it out to you. So you can call or email to place those orders and help support your local businesses that way as well.
Yeah, good idea.
Also, now that we're at home, we've got a little bit more time to do our hair. If you're doing your hair, you might be bored. You might have decided you never could figure out how to curl with flat iron or with curling iron without burning yourself or creating weird lines. So you might be using heat tools a little more often. How often? Are you blow drying that hair on high because you're bored, not really paying attention? Are you playing with those heating tools? Are you turning them up to 400 heat and not turning it down to what your hair needs?
Yeah.
And with all of that heat, are you using a heat protectant? Big question. A lot of customers that I've talked to go, no, why should I? I always say, well, to go to the beach for a whole day and not put sunscreen on? No, you don't want your skin to burn, so we put on a layer of protection. And then we do go sit in the sun because we want that really nice tan. So what your hair needs is a little bit of protection before we apply that heat and dry it right out. And with that heat protection, definitely ask your customers, are they using an oil in their hair instead of a heat protection? So I have run into this where some customers thought their hair was really dry, and so they decided to load it full of whatever brand of oil and then apply their heating tool directly on top of that. And don't really think about the fact that they're quite literally cooking that oil into their hair. Heat reaction with the oil causes the outer cuticle to actually open, and the oil will attach to the color molecules, which means the heat can release the color molecule and you'll see your hair fading.
Yeah.
And people don't realize that.
Yeah.
So this sheet here with all those questions, this is something really fantastic for us to go through and to keep for ourselves as stylists. The second sheet that I have is one that we can fill out with our customer and then send them home with so that they have a reference for what we did at this appointment, right? So this one is really, like I said, setting yourself up for success. A big mistake that people can make is they overpromise because we want our customers to be happy. So we promise them the world, we want to be able to do it for them. A little bit, we have a fear of, if I don't do it, Jane's going to go see someone else. But the problem when you overpromise is that you tend to underdeliver. So what we want to do is flip that. You want to underpromise so that way we have the chance to overdeliver and create a real excitement from our customers because we could give them a little bit more than what we said we could.
Yeah.
So on this sheet here, I have your starting level, your desired level, and how many appointments is it going to take to reach that level. If we can't do it today, let's create a timeline for our customer so that she has a realistic expectation for when she's going to get to where she wants to go. So we can say, today I can take you to here. Next appointment, my goal is to take you to here. And at our third appointment, you're going to have that beautiful gray blonde that you want. So that way, when Jane goes home and it's not the color she was hoping for at the end, she's like, oh yeah, I remember, that's okay. My stylist told me it's going to take a few times, but I'm going to get to where I want to go.
Yeah. Okay.
Even on there, we can talk to them about what we're going to be doing for their highlights, their color, and their toner, so they have that for reference. And that's a little bit important because oftentimes we'll talk to our customers about how today this is where we're going to get their hair, and then she goes home and she's like, oh, I didn't really want it that shade. I changed my mind. I want it this shade. Well, you changed your mind, and that's okay. We'll change it next appointment. But for this appointment, this is what we did.
Right. Setting up the expectations. Yeah.
Exactly. And letting the customer know we want, it's their hair. At the end of the day, we're the specialists, but it is their hair.
Right.
So their opinion is extremely important. They're the ones who have to wear it, and we have to be happy. But also as a stylist, we have to protect ourselves and make sure that we're covering all our bases so that customer stays within that happy margin all the time. And the last thing I just wanted to talk about was your take-home care. So at the bottom of this sheet is what type of shampoo, conditioner, mask, and styling products do we recommend that our customers go home with to help maintain the integrity and the health of that hair, so that way it's in the best condition possible when they come back to see us, and we can continue working down that allotted path for their desired goal.
If anybody has any specific questions, make sure you put them in the comments below, and we will make sure that we answer them for you.
Absolutely. Questions are amazing. It is the best way for us to learn from each other.
Yes.